Hello, this is panangis.com and today we will be joined by Jordan. She's from Israel. She's now on Koh Phangan. She has a pretty long love story with the island. It's a really inspirational story. We found her through a post on Facebook, in fact, and thought that it was an inspirational story to share with you all during this time. Enjoy. Welcome to panangis.com. Today we have the very inspirational Jordan who joins us. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure.
We like to bring you inspirational stories, especially during this time, and we will tell you the whole story. Firstly, when did you first discover Koh Phangan?
Well, it was, I think, more than 15 years ago. I was a young girl, 21, Israeli. And I went through a very tough year personally. I lost my younger brother, and it was a very challenging time for me, and I wanted to escape a little, travel. And that's how I got to Thailand. It was my first visit to Thailand. I toured the country a little with a friend, and we landed here in Koh Phangan. And the minute we stepped out of the boat, I fell in love. It was love at first sight. Everything looked magical and tropical, and you can just feel the island vibe every step I took. And I knew it's a beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yeah.
And I've been hearing the island calling me ever since to come back. So I did every year. I've been back here traveling with a different friend every time. After a couple of years, I met my husband and started traveling with him. And we love it. It's been a dream of ours to one day come back for a more significant period of time, maybe check out how do people live here, be a part of this wonderful and inspiring community.
Even with that first time that you came, did it help you during this tough time?
Well, I think during that time I was just like letting myself permission to pursue my dreams, like live my life. After losing my brother, I just felt that I really have to fulfill myself, and it gave me a real drive to go after my dreams, so I won't regret anything after. That's what brought me here in the first time. And it just it captured me. It really is magical.
Yeah.
I've heard some rumors about the island, like sitting over like a mineral hills of quartz, and that it has healing properties. So. Yeah, you can feel it. I mean, you really can.
And it's the yin and yang with the partying and this the spiritual side of it. And you must have seen the island change if you came 15 years ago.
I mean, well, the first couple of visits I came here, all we knew was Hadrin.
Right.
I mean, I didn't even know there was like the rest of the island. Every once in a while, we go to like. To a beach or whatever, and I saw like going beside the roads barefoot people, like European, and I'm like, what do they do here outside of Hadrin? Where are they going? Where do they live? What do they do? And after a few times when I got back here, I started exploring the island a bit more, and I found out that there's beautiful places all over, and beautiful towns and beautiful villages. And people actually do live here, not just Thai local people, but also there's a large beautiful international community, and people live here and work here and go to school here and have children here and raise families here, and it's wonderful. It always interests me to come and check it out.
Yeah, yeah, and see sort of behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Of, you know, what you'd see just coming for a week or so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just experience it and live here.
And then you and your husband had a little girl, right? So this stopped you coming for a while. Can you pick up the story of what happened during this time?
Okay, so I got married. We got married. I got pregnant. We had a baby, and the first thing we wanted to do as soon as she's old enough is to come back here with her. So we waited a couple of months, bought tickets. This time, 3 tickets with the infant ticket, and started planning our trip back here after over a year that we haven't been here. And after about 5 months, she was about 5 months, our daughter, I got diagnosed with cancer, with colon cancer. And that was devastating news. It was really a beginning of a new chapter in my life, which I now knew I had to cope with.
Yeah.
And luckily, since I was very young, I was interested in, let's say, the work of the subconscious. I've been studying it, reading about it, practicing mental practices of working with the subconscious, and really trying to practice in real life what they say about thoughts making reality.
Yeah, yeah. Like manifesting?
Exactly,
almost? Yeah.
exactly. So I really went in to study it and practice it. So I've been practicing many methods like meditations and guided meditations and guided visualizations and mantras, vision boards. Also I studied self-hypnosis, which really was the big, it was an eye-opener for me. Because I'm really, I came to know this entire area from the scientific side of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not all that spiritual.
Sure, yeah.
I'm more of a skeptic. I always try and look for scientific proof for everything. And then I discovered it's actually not that different. It is the same thing.
Yeah.
The every Eastern philosophy is actually backed with science. They just call it different names,
Right,
but
yeah.
it's all true. It all
Yeah.
works. So I've been really interested in it, and it really helped me when I wanted to get pregnant. I had to go through IVF treatments because there's a certain gene in my family that we wanted to exterminate, and I had to go through IVF. And everyone told me it's such a difficult process to go through. It's
Yeah.
very hard. It's full with أخزبوت. Yeah, it's full of
Right.
disappointments.
Right,
It's
yeah.
very long. It's very frustrating.
This is what you hear. This is
From
what
yeah,
I would
from
hear as well.
that's everything I knew about it was
Yeah.
it's a long, hard process, and I really tried to look for something that will help me through this process. And then I discovered that self-hypnosis is actually one of the best things you can do to support this procedure. So I used it, and it helped. And it went so well that I thought, okay, why not keep using it for during my pregnancy and for labor? And I did, and it was wonderful. I had the most wonderful pregnancy. I went into labor without feeling any labor pains because I practiced like really effective mental tools to help me with pain management, and it worked. So I was pretty confident with my my abilities to cope with things. So when I got diagnosed, it was devastating, but I felt that I knew what to do, that I have everything I need to cope with it successfully, and that it will be okay.
This is like your life toolkit now, in a way. It's something that you can
maybe
take into anything.
You can actually, now that I've used it for healing myself, I know that you can use it for everything. And now it is actually my I feel it's like my calling to spread this message. And it's actually, it feels like it's a crime that everybody doesn't know about these special powers that everybody owns and are so accessible to you, but they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to access it, and they're so powerful, and they can help you with any goal you want, anything at all. You just need to know how to access it and use it.
And Koh Phangan was one of your visions, or was very instrumental during your treatment and your
me.
Your journey there.
It was I needed a very clear vision of the positive future I want for myself. And the number one goal for me in getting better and getting well was coming back to Koh Phangan with my husband and daughter, maybe a brother, I don't know. So I just made sure this vision was around me 24/7. I've made vision boards with pictures of sunset and Zen Beach and all my favorite beaches here, and pictures of me from years ago coming here, of me happy and smiling and here on the beach. Every time I practice a meditation, like a guided visualization, I started with a relaxation of me just imagining how I'm having like a Thai massage, or just walking along the beach with my daughter and hearing the waves and feeling the wind in my hair. So it really helped me. Every time I had to go through chemo, through a chemo treatment, it's not the nicest thing you can have. It's mainly an IV with lots of different medications, which are actually poison. They're poisonous. Everybody's so careful not to touch you or not to touch it, but it's going straight in your veins. So I would close my eyes and visualize that I'm drinking like a fresh coconut. And instead of this poison going into my body, so then it's like a medicine, like a healing liquid that's going in and making everything better. Also, back then I worked like a full-time job, office job, 9 to 5. And in my dreams, that really wasn't me. I pictured myself sitting here on a beach with a laptop, like as a digital nomad. And even though a couple of years ago it seemed like something that could never happen, it is happening today. That's what I do today.
Yeah.
So just this picture of me walking on the beach or walking on a laptop, working on a laptop from like a beach, really was in front of me 24/7.
What would you say to people who maybe are going through a similar thing and they're finding it hard to, visualize the positives or visualize something past the present? What would you? Because it must be hard to.
It is hard.
To even try to do this. So, how could people keep this positive mind and positive outlook?
Even if you look at it from a scientific perspective, and now I'm only referring to health problems. We all have an immune system and our own healing properties, the natural ones that we have. And it's been proven that positive thinking and positive emotions help you get better. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
It's nothing mystical, spiritual. It just helps your body to heal. And even if you're like the most skeptic person or a cynic, you have to realize that if you want to get better from anything, you have to give yourself positive chemicals running through your body. It just helps your natural immune system and natural.
They're both connected, aren't they? Your
They
mind
are.
and your body, so.
It's connected, and if you're sick, then you just need to avoid, I don't know, bad news, positive thoughts, negative thoughts.
Yeah.
It makes you more stressful, and it makes you feel worse. If you stay positive, it'll if you keep positive thoughts in mind, it will accelerate your healing process. That's just the way it is. And another thing that I've been told by any doctor I met or any patient is that if you have a really serious health issue, life-threatening, the most important thing is to keep a goal in mind, a reason to stay alive for. And the more powerful goal it is, the more it will help you heal. Because your body recruits itself when you have a goal to inspire to. So it helps avoiding like negative stories, rumors that people tell you. It helps to focus on the good things you have in life. What do you have that you can be thankful for? What do you want to achieve? What goals, what dreams do you want to pursue and go after? And just visualize them. Surround yourself with them. Print pictures. Listen to music. Cook your food that you like and you want to experience. Try to live whatever reality you want to experience.
Almost do it before.
Actually, one of the most powerful techniques is to imagining it as if it already happened. I used to tell myself things like I've healed, I got better. All my doctors were amazed before the treatments, before my surgery. And everything I imagined them say, they really did say. They were in awe, they were shocked. They said they never saw someone recover from this kind of surgery that fast. And I knew that's what they're gonna say before the surgery even took place. So it's really, for me, it was a matter of decision. I decided it's gonna be okay. I decided I won't have suffer from any side effects from chemo, and it was the most aggressive treatment they could give me.
Did you learn any of your techniques on Koh Phangan in previous years? Did you surround yourself within these kind of workshops or communities at all?
Well, the thing I think I took with me from my very first visit here was Thai massage. I fell in love with it. I really did. It was different from any kind of treatment I got before. It was like someone actively giving me a yoga practice.
Yeah.
It's like having a yoga practice, like a passive one, without doing anything. So it's like a massage with a yoga practice. The first time I had it, I was with lights. I mean, I just lit up. It was so perfect, and I felt like I had to learn it, study it for myself. So I took a class here.
Oh, great.
And it's like a hobby of mine ever since. I really love doing it and having it, and it really is nice. It's like my favorite thing to have. So whenever I had to calm myself down or visualize something, and I had to start with like a little relaxation, that's what I had in mind, like having a Thai massage. It's the most perfect thing. I just love it.
How was it when you finally arrived on Koh Phangan? How did you feel?
Oh my God, it was so emotional. And we came from Israel, and we had to go through 16 days of quarantine in Bangkok. So even after we finally landed here in Thailand, we had to be in Bangkok for over 2 weeks. And it was pretty challenging of its own with a 3-year-old not being able.
You can just almost.
Sure, usually we came here, but now it was even more frustrating. I mean, we're finally here, but we can't get here. And when we came over on the ferry, it was just, I cried the entire trip. Like literally. Tears running down my face. It was so emotional. I couldn't believe it's like actually happening. My dream came true. Everything I visualized is happening. I'm actually doing it. And it's after 4 years we haven't been here. Because first the pregnancy and the newborn, then the cancer and surgery healing process, then COVID. What more can we possibly go through? So it was really like wonderful closure for us, for me.
And what have you been doing since you've been here? Have you been just
Wow, it's
relaxing,
been
or?
amazing. It's been amazing. We found this beautiful house here in Bantai. Our daughter is going to school here, a beautiful school. She's out in the nature every day with lots of friends. I think she has more friends here than back home.
Right.
So she's around kids all ages, all day. We met a lot of beautiful people here. We travel, we go to the beach, workshops, yoga, everything. It's perfect. It really is. It feels like we're where we meant to be.
Do you see yourself wanting to maybe teach other people about these techniques that you use? Is this in your plan at all?
If I've learned something from this process, is that people have to know this. And I feel it's like my calling ever since I got better to share it with everyone. So actually what I'm doing now is I'm building my own online program.
Great.
And I'm teaching these tools and these methods. And it's really pretty simple. You just have to know how to be really accurate with what you want. And I teach that.
Yeah.
And just have simple, helpful, effective tools that are all backed up by science, psychology, neuroscience. It's all very, very effective. And I would love it to teach it, like for everybody to know it. I feel it's like a crime that everybody doesn't know this, these awesome powers that we all already possess. It's just not always accessible to us. And it's free, and it's fun, and it's amazing, and it can really help you fulfill any goal you have, anything. Really, if there's a will, there's a way. People just don't realize it, and I would love to help them find out more about it.
It's amazing that you found this calling.
It really is. It fills my heart with the joy and light even thinking about it. Really.
Sharon, do you have any questions? No? Okay, thank you so much, Jordan.
Thank you so much. I had a great time.
Oh, good. Thank you for sharing your story. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.